Hey Latin learners! Our church is really pretty, but we've kind of left a big hole here. I think it's time to fill it. Let's get to it. Henle Vocabulary Lesson 29. Our first word is parvus aum, which means small or little. Next we have mos, Maurice. I like to think of the word moral when I think of this because a moral is a sort of way of living, and mos Maurice means custom or habit. Next we have manus, us, the fourth declension noun, and it means a band of men or a hand. I like to think of the word manual, like if you do something yourself it's not automatic, it's manual. And this is referring to a band of men, or a hand, which this hand is a sort of band of men as well. Next we have causa, I think you might be able to guess what this means. It means cause. And then we have the ablative singular version of this word, causa, with the macron on the A, which means for the sake of. So this word is actually being, even though it's an ablative noun of the word the cause word we just looked at, it's being used like a preposition. So you'll see a genitive noun and then causa with the macron on the A, and then you'll translate that as for the sake of whatever that genitive noun that was right in front of it would be. Then we have skio, skire, skiwi, skitus. This word's pretty easy to remember if you think of the word science. Science involves knowing a lot of things. Skio. Then we have paco. I like this word. It means pacify, to make peace. Then we have subito, which is also another fun word. A lot of these are just kind of fun to say, which means suddenly. Probo, which means to approve or prove. You can kind of see prove in there. Might help you remember it. And relinquo, relinquere, reliqui, relictus. I like to think of the word relinquish, because to relinquish something is to sort of let it go, or to leave it behind. Little by little, we add to this platform, just as we add to our Latin vocabulary. Alright, let's see if we can remember what these mean. Parvus aum, which means small or little. Mos Maurice, which means custom or habit. Manus, us, which means a band of men or a hand. Causa, which means cause. Causa with a macron on the A, which works a little differently. It means for the sake of. Skio, skire, skiwi, skitus, which means no. And paco, which means pacify. Subito, suddenly. Probo, swap that B out for a V. You've almost got it. Approve or approve. And relinquo, relinquere, reliqui, relictus, which means leave or leave behind. Wowza, that was exhausting. Sometimes it takes some solid foundational work before we can get to the fun stuff, but you're going to love seeing what comes next. See you next time.